Hey, Mark, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hey, just a heads up. Unfortunately, Dino does take another call today at this time, so it's just going to be you and I.
That's
Perfect. All right, give me 1 second. Let me just go ahead and get this set up, and then we'll get started. Do you have questions for me?
No, I want to thank you again. You've been amazing, Brittany. I appreciate that. I love the.
Oh, yes, you're welcome. So I've been doing it organically lately, but I just wanted to see how they would do, and then in the future, we can go ahead and run some ads.
Okay, yeah, because you're amazing. You really are. You really cheered me up with that.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Awesome. And then you said no questions for today?
No, I just had that trouble with that inventory. I sent Gino a note. It seems like there's nothing, unless I'm doing something wrong. I went to print it out like I was going to do, and it's missing so many things that I didn't know if it was me doing something wrong. And then Sunday I did
actually go over them. Let me double check actually. So right now I'm going over your inventory one more time. I did find a lot of the stuff that is missing. As of right now, I'm about halfway through and I only have 4 items so far that I don't have or that I have further questions on. So I'll go ahead and send you this list once I'm done. But what you can do in the meantime is for this upcoming week, what I would recommend is I should get this done by that. Now, are you planning on doing inventory this upcoming week?
Sunday's either feast or famine, where it's busy or we're not. And Sunday I staff really light, not knowing me. And I'm one of the guys that staff. But yeah, I was going to ask. And I know Monday morning probably work. I could just come in and do it. So.
Okay. Or get someone else to do it for you, like your chef or something along the lines of that, even your son. But if I were you then, if Sunday's not going to be a good time, you have 2 options. Monday morning before you receive. Do you receive deliveries on Monday?
They come Sunday night. Well, they're here Monday morning when we get here. So that's kind of a hang-up.
No problem. Yeah, so that's the only thing. But if they're there Sunday night, technically you'd be inventorying those items, right? By the time you inventory, you'll have those items?
Yeah, I probably have to make Sunday night my time away where I can do the inventory. That way it's before.
Okay.
I have 3 people in the kitchen on Sundays, and usually there's Sundays where we get so slammed where I'm in the kitchen helping out, but Sunday night should be my target, I think.
Okay, no problem. So this is the inventory shuffle sheet that I was sent over. Is this the same one that you have, right?
This is the one I sent to Gino that I was updating all the time with things I found. It's not that. No, if that's the sheet I'm going to work off of, I have that.
Just take that sheet that you originally sent to us and then write down your counts there. By hopefully next week, you should be able to have your inventory. It's probably not going to be fully completed, but completed enough for us to enter it and help you get that done.
Thank you, Brittany. That's awesome. Because I know how important it is, and I'm like, damn, I got to get this done, and it's been on my mind. So
yeah.
I'll get that.
And then other than that, though, right now, just go ahead and continue doing your weekly tasks. How are you on schedules? No issues?
But I love the scheduling.
No
it's nice. It's really sweet and it's easy. So, and we've added a couple people out of there.
Yeah, it's probably a lot better than Excel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we added a couple people on there, and I got them their password. Everything was easy, so it was great.
Oh, good. Okay. And then just a reminder, do me a favor. Your POS system should be up to date now with the payroll and everything like that. So enter your labor allotment. And then just don't forget that typically on Mondays, they're going to be doing the labor allotment for the upcoming week, and that's how you'll know you're up to date.
And how do I do that? What do I have to do with that?
Yes. Do you want to do it together just so you know how to do it?
Yeah, if we can.
So what you're going to do is, I'm going to pull up, and I'm just going to pretend like we've never gone over the labor allotment. So I'm going to pull up the calendar. Now, as of right now, we're on the current week of the 23rd. You're always 1 week ahead of the labor allotment. So technically, on the 23rd, you would be doing the 30th labor allotment. But the thing is, you're going to be pulling the actuals from the 16th to the 22nd. So as soon as the 30th hits this upcoming Monday, you'll be doing the 7th labor allotment, pulling the actuals from 1 week behind, the 23rd to the 29th. So what I'm going to do is under labor systems, you're going to go to labor allotment and you're going to click on that plus sign on the bottom grid. Because we're on the current week of the 23rd, I'm going to go ahead and automatically select the 30th and then let that load. So what I'm going to do is I split my screen, and then under the labor allotment, I'm going to pull the upcoming week. So this example is the 30th. From there, the 16th to the 22nd, below that, it will tell you what actual date range from the labor summary that you need to pull. So you can see that this date range matches with the date that I pulled for the summer report. And it's super easy, Mark. All you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and start with the first position, and you're going to enter the total hours. Then you're going to go down the list and enter the total hours for the rest of the positions. And same thing with the total pay. Again, obviously this is wrong right now, but we're just going to have to have to proceed with it. All right. And then once you're done with that, yours is super easy. It shouldn't take you longer than a few minutes on a weekly basis to get this entered. But you can see there's this little red arrow icons next to the hours and total pay that I've entered. When you see those icons, they just means you need to save it. So I'm going to click save. But after you're done with that, the last thing to do is enter this labor cost percentage. On a monthly basis, I will show you how to do this in the future, but for the time being, I'm going to be doing it for you. But on a monthly basis, you're going to be basically entering whatever target that I give you based off of your budget. From there, you're going to click calculate. And once you click calculate, it gives you this page. Now, this page is going to be your allotted hours for the upcoming week. For this example, the 30th through the 6th. All right, so I pulled up that labor allotment page where the labor allotment summary is. But what you're going to be able to see is, you see how these budget wages, budget hours match exactly? So that's where that report is feeding into, as well as your budget variance report. It's telling me that these are my allotted hours to me, and then my actual wages, actual hours, that's coming from your schedule, even if it's not approved yet. And that way you know where you stand. Again, Mark, just know that right now the labor allotment report, although we are entering it just to get used to it, it is going to be wrong until our POS system's up to date. Now, one more thing before I dive into reverse labor. Under prime cost, we have our budget variance report. Just remember that you can start looking at this on a weekly basis as soon as the previous week ends. So for this example, I'm going to pull the 16th through the 22nd, and it's going to give me 4 different columns. Ignore the cost of goods sold right now. It's only giving you actuals from your purchase totals, but you can see that our sales were $1,661 under our predicted target at $13,838. Our cost of goods sold, so just so you know for future reference, the way that our cost of goods sold is calculated is it's going to be your beginning inventory plus your purchases minus ending inventory. So you know that you have to get your purchases entered in inventory for this report. And then payroll only comes from that labor allotment report. Actual is going to be coming from the actual numbers that we enter, but the target is going to be coming from that calculate page that I just showed you. From there, you can see your total payroll. If this was accurate, it says it's 27.24%. And then it's going to include your benefits, taxes, and insurance, and your salary management there. But we're going to be looking at this on a weekly basis until you can see a full report. I just wanted to give you that overview.
Okay.
So I'm going to go into the labor system, and then from there, I'm going to go to reverse labor. I'm just going to pretend like we've never gone over this before, and then that way I can give you all the little tips and tidbits. Now, in reverse labor, from here, you're going to be doing this on a daily basis. And so right now, we're on the current week of the 23rd, so I'm going to go ahead and select the current week that you're on. From here, what you're going to do is after I've selected the date range, we're going to go ahead, like I said, we're doing this on a daily basis, and I will pass this on to someone else in your restaurant, Mark. But from here, you're going to go ahead and do this by position. All we're doing is entering the actual hours worked. Is there a way in this report to pull that report in the R Power?
I could ask him. So we need the actual hours worked for everybody.
Yep, so like the actual clock in and out time. But what you would technically be doing is, let's just say that today's on Tuesday, and we're going to pretend like it's the end of the night. From here, you're going to open up each position. So I'm going to start with the kitchen, and we're going to pretend like Monday's already been completed. Here's all of the original hours that you scheduled on the actual schedule itself. Right. Now you're going to go ahead and double click on the employee, and then you would just click on the start time Tuesday, for example, and adjust it from there.
So you're saying I have to do this. Now, if I had an actual hourly off my POS, I would still have to do this?
Yeah, so what this is going to be, basically the reverse labor, the only area it feeds into is going to be dollars per labor hour. Now, the reason why we want you to be doing this is because the more that you actually pay attention to your hours this close, the better that your schedule is going to get. I've had people figure out that their employees are clocking in for each other, that they're, other different things that they're doing to their to their schedules and whatnot, people that don't clock out whatsoever, just so you're aware of it. Okay. Now, like I said, the reverse labor only feeds into dollars per labor hour. And so just know that, but the dollars per labor hour is going to be one of the biggest reports of your labor system to be able to show you your labor efficiency. Any questions about that?
No. So every day I just have to go in and change, make sure that all their hours are correct.
Exactly. And then, like I said, with Dylan and Daniel, if they are scheduled that day, you do have to just take them out completely since they're salaried. Yep. And then the rest of these people just click on the enter the in and out clock time, the real in and out clock time. And then from there, there's no other save icon. All right. Now, let me ask you this. Are you feeling comfortable enough to start on your recipe costing cards?
I would probably like to get somebody else on the phone with us. So if we could do that,
no problem.
If we could do that next week, that would be awesome.
Okay, perfect. So just let me know if we'll need to schedule a different time, but let's see. Next week, we should be on the normal call times on Thursdays. This week, I just want you to get more comfortable then with what we're currently doing. So reverse labor systems, get more comfortable with the labor allotment systems. I will show you the dollars per labor hour in the future, but I just want you to work on that stuff, and that way we can dive straight into the recipe costing cards next week.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to be here to do it as long as he has his computer, right? So, I'd rather do that with Jelani's the one. Jay, that's Jay. Whenever you see Jay, it's Jelani, but we call him Jay. I'd like him to start getting, because he's my general manager, so I'd really like to get him more involved in these meetings too. And he's off on Thursday,
awesome.
So
this upcoming week, you can go ahead and inventory it Sunday night, Monday morning. Just make sure you can print out that original sheet that you sent me.
Yeah, of course. Cool.
All right, awesome. Anything else?
No, Brittany, you're awesome.
Okay.
Let's think about Facebook, whether we should do some boostings or anything. I don't know if you could see behind the scene numbers, if there's anything I'm missing.
Okay, no problem.
I love the ads. Thank you.
By the way, I wasn't sure if you were okay with this. I changed your header and everything like that. Was that okay?
Yeah, I'm happy with everything you're doing. It's great.
Just make it fair.
No, you do whatever you want. Right. You're doing a lot better than I was, so you're awesome. Appreciate it.
Perfect. So I'll go ahead and let's see. We'll talk next Thursday. I'll go ahead and send you that list of missing items, and then just continue on with what you're currently doing, and we'll talk next week. Okay?
Sounds good, Brittany. You have a great Thanksgiving. And thanks for not taking Tuesday off like Gino and meeting with me. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Mark. Have a great day. Thank you.
Brittany, thank you.
Talk to you soon.